श्री श्री आनंदमयी मात की जय. Chikon Didi's neighbor in Kheoda used to celebrate Durga Puja every year. They had a daughter whose name was also Nirmala. It became a routine practice during the 3 days of Durga Puja and other important celebration in their home for this body to stay over and have her meals there. At these times, a beautiful Leela would take place with this body playing with her own self. She was transformed not only into the deity being worshipped, but also the oblations, the worshipper, and the mantras. Even at the time of recitation of Chandi, it was as if she herself was the embodiment of the scripture. This body knew that she could recite all the mantras fluently. Sometimes during that period, she would levitate from her seat, unnoticed by anyone. The moment there was a chance that someone might start to notice, this state would withdraw on its own within itself and the body would return to its normal condition. This happened not just with this particular deity, but occurred irrespective of whether it was Lakshmi Narayan, Shiv Parvati, Sita Ram, Radha Krishna, Mangal Chandi, Shashti, or whatever other deities that might happen to be worshipped, whether Christian or Muslim or any other path of worship. Every religion has its own ritual gestures, which this body manifested spontaneously while in a state of intense absorption, bhav, induced by divine ecstasy. All faiths were the same to her. It was quite obvious that all forms of worship, undertaking of vratas, fasts, kirtan, or reading of scriptures filled this body with joy. Some of this body's actions were perceived to be extraordinary for her age by family and friends and were thus often considered to be unnatural. Once this body was asked by her aunt to plaster the oven and the earthen floor of the room with a mixture of cow dung and mud, as was normally done in all village homes. This body was very young. Later, her aunt called others to show them this body's work and exclaimed in surprise, "Look at the plastering. It looks as if it's been done by an older person. How could such small hands leave such large marks?" Once an older cousin bought a pair of conch shell bangles for herself, but no one could get them on her wrist. She greatly fancied these bangles and was depressed at not being able to wear them. This body laughingly said to her, "Come, Didi, let me put them on you." The cousin remarked, "You think you can do what all others couldn't? All right, you can try." This body easily slipped the bangles on the cousin's wrist and she exclaimed in surprise, "How could you do this without any exertion and with those small hands of yours?" All those present looked at this body in wonder. Everyone knew that this body never told lies, so when it was necessary to verify a person's statement, and if this body was present on the occasion, she would be asked to give her version of the incident, and that would be unanimously be accepted as the truth. Shri Shri Anandamayi Mat Ki Jai.